This is me sleeping in the morning. Okay, flatter. I hate when you get nears. It's too close to my stuff. I hate this thing. It's the one thing I hate about that. I'm not gonna be here that long. Give me a minute. It's funny as soon as I go by. Mm-mm-mm. I don't have earrings on. I might put some lipstick on. I'm scared to turn this light on because I know I look a mess. I don't even care. I guess nobody's up with me. Everybody's asleep. Everybody's asleep. Mm-hmm. It is nice and warm, which is weird. Not seeing one. Put some Noxim on your skin. And this one. And clear all your pores. Rub some in your temple. And rub it up. I wonder why I'm so dehydrated. It's always difficult to place the light. Because you want some light in your skin, but you don't want it too much because you ain't got no makeup on. You know, the light could be very friendly and the light could be very mean. I actually do have a better light though. I should put that one in here, but hey Akeem, what's going on, sweetie? I couldn't sleep, so I'm like, let me just get on up. I got tired of trying to go to sleep. Then I just had this crazy dream. I'm like, let me just get on up. When your dreams get crazy, it's time to wake up. And so I got up. Mm-hmm. How was your day? Or should I say, how you doing? You drink a lot of water. I have to do more of that. I've been drinking water a little bit, not a lot. I'm trying to get into it. I freckle back and forth with it. I made this weave. Well, it's wig. I added some tracks to it. But I could see, like I got a track here that I'm gonna have to redo it. This is what happens when you redo lace front wigs. So I redone it and I'm gonna have to fix it. Another day, that's how. Look, me and me too, Hakeem. I just been laying low. That's for sure. Laying low. I'm actually happy with this hair because it was really thick, so I've been sleeping in it. It's because the more you sleep in it, the thinner it get. It was real thick, so now it's gotten thinner. But I had a crazy dream and about my ex, which is always very bad. And she actually had two boyfriends, and all I kept thinking was, I need to get out of here. See, this instead of you spending money on scarves, you buy your pair of tights, like tight pantyhose, and then you take them, you turn them this way, you do like this, and now you have an instant hoodie. Instead of you spending so much money on these things, and also, if you want to get fancy with it, you take it. Motherfuckers. You take it, and then like this, and then you do like this, and then you do like this. Well, I kind of did like this just for the video because I'm gonna make it on clearly, and I just put it on real quick. I'd be using it to tie it down and make it flat because I want it to be more flatter. So, and once it become really flat, then do you put your hair in a scarf at night before going to bed? I actually tie it up. This is what I do to it. Because it's kind of gonna get in the way. So you take it and comb it. I'll never know how girls sleep with this thing on their head, but I guess it's all about the look. That's what I do. Sometimes I put in the rubber band, but that's what I do in there. And then I take this part, stick it in a hole, and then you got instant hat. Instead of you spend all that money on head things, buy your pair of tights and call it a day. Ain't nobody gonna know what it is. They ain't gonna figure it out. Most people that could care less. And then if you want to dress it all up, look all cute and stuff, in case you have a boyfriend, which you could care less either. But put your little earrings on. Put your little earrings on. Want to look cute for him or her, whatever you into. That's your thing. And that's it. Oops. And get your little. These earrings cost $1.99. I ain't really stick them in anything. I'm just like, it's not that deep. And then you get your lashes on. You look really whatever you want to look. Then you take a little. You can take this part. Take it down. You take it up. Take it up like this. Then you tie it into a little bow. You know what big it was upon the nose. You never cheap. You wear cheap earrings. I don't do that. I always wear cheap earrings. I'm never going to spend money on somebody else where they be living comfortable while I'm struggling. I don't see it. The only time I would invest in something is because of the fact that it's my product. I'm not making nobody else's life better while I'm sitting in the gutter. But everybody's not like me. Some people have a better life than me. So when God grant me with better, I still ain't spending no money on nobody else's products. I pay cheap prices for the people who meet me where I'm at. Even if I was filthy rich, I'm still going to the cheap store. I refuse to spend and put somebody else's name on my body to benefit their sales or marketing technique. I don't think so. Unless there's monetary value in it, I don't see it. If I ain't getting paid to advertise, I ain't advertising for you. I built a whole YouTube pages on, not really advertising, but I was kind of giving people spotlights and stuff and, show their talent on things they try to do in life. And when my turn came, guess what? You ain't hear one time. I hear one girl that spoke, well, she put a video on me, and that was one girl. The rest of the girls ain't pay me no mind. What if somebody spend the money on you? Well, that's different if somebody want to spend money on me. That's different. That's their money. They can do what they want. But when it comes to me, I know my budget and I know my rules. I also don't think I always talk, when people spend money on stuff, I always talk to them about that because I don't believe in paying for other people's names. Like I don't believe in Victoria's Secret. I don't believe in Gucci. I don't believe in Versace. I don't believe in that. Why should I pay for all that money for your stuff? Why? Because your name is on my body. That makes no sense to me. But that's just me. Everybody's not poor like me. I just feel It's not irrelevant. It's not relevant to me. That I'm paying for you to have a better life and I'm struggling. I don't see it though. And I also would like if a guy buy me something, I'm like, why you gotta spend this much money on this stuff? Like you can get a pair of tights for $20 from Victoria's Secret or up. I can get them same tights for $1.99 and trust me, they go do the same thing those $20 ones do. That's why I have so much clothes because my clothes is cheap. And if you notice, I have a lot of clothes because my clothes are cheap. I got on a whole outfit for $20, and you got on a whole outfit for $400 or $500, and mine look better than yours. And the only thing that's different between yours and mine is you spend money, so somebody can have a better life. You take them same clothes and you throw them in the corner like you do the cheap ones. They would pay for your name if what's the problem? That's all they pay for is the name. You paying for a name. You know what I realized also, like, you know when people buy these cars and stuff and they pay for these names, when you take the battery out of a car, not the battery, the part where it shines at, like the not the battery but the radio part, when you take that part out of a car, do you know that car has lost its value, that it looks like garbage? So you pay for these small things and you make it more into what it's not. I had a car and I had to replace parts of it and I was being attacked. And when you looked at the car, it looked like garbage. And it was a brand new car. I haven't even had it for a year yet. And the fact of the matter is that a guy got upset because I got him locked up for robbing me. He felt offended for being. He felt offended because I got him locked up. But I thank God I never caught him because I'd have caught him. I'd have caught a charge. I was going. I shop at Old Navy. Okay, that's fine. I'm not knocking where you go or what you into. That's what works for you. That's good. I ain't knocking nobody's whatever you like. I just not doing it for me though. I just don't see it. And at the end of the day, when you die, what you gonna say? I died, but I wore the best. I wore Versace. I wore Gucci. I wore this person. I wore Polo. But you're dead. So all your money went to that. Now you got a whole bunch of people coming to your front that didn't even like you. They grabbing your stuff. All this for what? Child. The one thing in life you need to focus on is being happy. Because none of this stuff you can ever take it with you when you die. Not one little item. But one thing when you do die, you can honestly say, I was happy. I may not have had the greatest or the best, but I was happy. And then if you find somebody in life that can make you, not make you happy, but enjoy happiness and be happy with you, that's a plus. But you should already be happy within yourself. My opinion. Everybody's different. It doesn't have to be Raven's way because that's what Raven said.
You know what?
Would you shop at the Salvation Army? As long as it's cheap, I don't know.
Else makes me
I
think
don't.
my
I don't have no problem shopping anywhere as long as it's cheap. I'm not going spend a lot of money on people's stuff. I watch people do this all the time. They spend a lot of money on items, a lot. I also watch how like men will be with you if they feel like your house is really nice. Like if your house is really beautiful and set up, you be like, oh, we can make this work. He wants to be with you because he feels as though you're much more what he would desire. But in the same breath, he can have the same thing. But it's judging you on what you got when he's supposed to have it himself. So he'll pick you based on what you got. I ain't, nah, I don't think so. Not all men. Some men are set up, but a lot of time, just like I was seeing this guy, couldn't find out he was homeless, and he was telling me that my house is a dump. I live in a bad area. I'm this. I'm that. And kind of find out he was homeless. Like, what pot do you got to piss in to throw it out? But you putting me down, and you ain't got nowhere to live. So how do you have nowhere to live, but you put me down? Ain't got no clothes. Though his shoes got holes in them, but he wants to put me down. So, we definitely live in a hypocrite world. Too. Everybody's celebrating DMX now, but when he was around, they basically took him through it. I never understand this word. They talk bad of people when they live and when they die. Oh, they was the greatest of all. Michael Jackson was the greatest of all. Whitney Houston was the greatest of all. Everybody was the great, but when they was living, you dogged them. You treated them like pure dirt. But then they did. Oh, we must feel sorry. Like, that's why I don't do nothing for this world. I do what I want to do. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't care. I live for Raven. Because we live in a hypocrite world. And then you got people who say the most that don't do nothing. Um, call me the sometime. Just keep. You can't put your number up here, sweetie. Don't take your number off here because somebody else see this stuff. You gotta take your number off there. Don't put your number online because we live in a very type of world, honey. Mm-mm. Yeah, take your number off because this world is something else. Hypocrites are real. I appreciate them. Hypocrites are real. Don't never put your phone number, don't put your address, don't put nothing online. Unless you know you're cool with somebody, you email each other. Don't never do that because we live in a world that is very hypocrite. And people will do things to you, they ain't got nothing to do with you or them, but they have a problem with you. Hey Davis, what's up, boo? So you have to be careful. I have to be careful as well. That's the world we live in. Yeah, the thing about it is, Hakeem, he's been trying to come back around. I didn't even know he was homeless. His cousin told me he was homeless. I didn't know he was homeless. I thought he had a job. I mean, I knew he didn't wear the best clothes, but I never judged a man on what he got on or how much money he had in his pocket. I judged the man on his spirit and how he treated me. But people can be broke and still have big egos, which is crazy to me. How was your day, Davis? It just amazes me how people move. I got up and I had to take some. What happened? You okay? They, I bought some apple juice, and when I tell you this apple juice tastes like pure sugar, I feel like I'm drinking sugar. That's it. It's supposed to be apple juice. Excuse me. I didn't go to the store to buy my beer. I got wine in there. This world is so anti. Yeah. You know what, David? This world is so anti everything. It's not even anti, it's not just anti LGBT, it's anti women, it's anti black, it's anti growth, it's anti racism, it's anti colorism, it's anti hair. Everything you do, they got a problem with it. And until you say something to them, oh, don't you tell me. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. When you use the same medicine on them, they used on you. Now they want to fight you. Over this world is, if a man and woman is together, they anti-couple, but they pro breaking up. They pro destroying lives. They're pro everything that hurt people. And then when people die, they were the best. They were the best of all time. That's why I don't participate in nothing. I live in my own little world, see for myself, and it's never gonna be good enough. No matter what you do, they always got a problem with it. And that's for real. I just gotta put some Vaseline in my skin. So how you letting your hair grow, Davis? I like the twist you got. I love that look. That's the look I love the most. I think I like the braids more than any hairstyle I had. I think I like the braids more. I just I just haven't been. Once upon a time, you get your hair braided for $80. Now they charging $200, get $300. I was like, but since they started attacking the African braiding shops, the Africans went up a lot on the braiding. Cause I used to get my hair braided for $80 and give them tips, and that would be it, like a $20 tip. And she would. But one thing I don't like about the braiding store, the braiding shop, you come in the morning and you would leave it almost the next morning. I'm like, y'all got to get more people in here braiding hair. Because when I went to get my hair braided, oh God, I stayed braided all day long. I hated it. You be in that shop getting your hair braided all day long. And all day long. Then I went on to the weaves. And then when people started doing my weave, oh, they always, it was this one person did my hair real good. And I think I bragged to him too much. Because next time I went back, he messed it up. Yes, I can't find anyone to braid my hair. They changed. Yeah, they charge a lot of money. Yes, they charge a lot of money to braid hair. And then on top of that, the braids they're doing now is horrible. Once upon a time you get your hair braided, the whole top part be braids. The whole thing be braided. Now they put a piece here, piece here, piece. I'm like, what is that? The economy version. Once upon a time they braided your whole head. This lady gave me a card to get my hair braided. I'm like, no, I will I will braid my own hair like I did my pictures. I used to braid my own hair, and when I did my hair the way I did it, my hair grew because I weaved the whole hair that I braided it. And it worked better for me because I'm thinking about doing it again, but once I get up enough money, I'm gonna sit in the bathroom and braid my hair like I did before. I gotta get the money up first, and then I'll braid it. It takes me, it takes me 3 days to braid my hair, but in the end, I like it because I did it myself. I think I like it better. I braid it myself. See, when I braid it myself and stuff, and I like it better because I just braid the whole thing. Now it takes me 3 days. It takes me like 3 days to do it, but it's worth it. And also, you don't have to comb your hair. You just move your hair out your face. So it takes me a while though. It took a long time. But long as you're doing it yourself, I think it works better. I wonder if I delete the other one. I may have deleted it. Yeah, I braided it. This was so long. I wish I didn't delete it. I took it and I weaved it and I braided the whole weave. And due to the fact I did it this way, it it lasts longer. Your real hair grows, and also you don't have to worry about the blonde um mess up. Hey Naomi, cool. So I like it that way better. I like it this way better. It takes a long time. See how long it is on my arm? It was really long, but I like it better but it take a long time. So don't try to rush it because you're gonna be in that bathroom for a long time. I only kept this one. I wish I'd have kept the long one though. I wanted you to see how long it was though, but I deleted it. Oh well. But I love braids. I just want to get it done right. I'm trying to get into these lace fronts, but look, this is how my hair is now. This is how my hair is now. But I have to go get how much it costs. It costs. Let me see. It's cost me. It's gonna cost me $100 to do my own hair. So when I get $100, I'll sit in the front of. I would go in the bathroom and braid it because I want to show you how long it is. These are the length. See how long it is? It's really long. But I wanted to. You see how thin the braids are? You have to really take your time because you're going to be tired. It's funny because when I do it, like I'll go to sleep and it was like, it was like really long. Now see it on my arm? See my arm? That's really how long it was. And you see it's still wrapped around the arm. But they be charging a lot of money. I actually did one in black. I braided in black. But the braids, I wasn't big on it. But I liked it as well. But I try not to touch me. I deleted it. All the pictures in the world, I delete that one. Let me delete this one. I hate when I keep seeing the same picture pop up. I have to leave all on. This is when I was doing limbs. Now you do limbs and stuff. This is limbs. Like this shorter limb. And then it goes down to the longer limb. That's what I did. It's two limbs. Shorter limb, then go long. Anyway. Today the 25th. So, I don't know. I just like it. You know why I like it? Because it's lazy. Hey, TMI. I like it because it's lazy. Like you get up in the morning, you ain't got to comb your hair. All you got to do is just move it out the way. But the thing is, like, I noticed that a lot of people wasn't doing my hair the way I wanted. So when people don't do your hair the way you want it, you sit in front of the mirror and you do it yourself. And that's exactly what I did. Hakeem Jordan, where do you live, Hakeem? Is that 201 look real familiar? You don't have to give the location, but did I freeze? Yeah, I got no makeup on. Yeah, I know Raven ain't put no makeup on. It's oh god, it's 5:20 in the morning. Oh, I gotta be careful because Raven ain't got no clothes on. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. Oh god. I just been reflecting. So much stuff has happened to me these last months. Wait a minute. This the 5th? Oh my god, my birthday is no, that's wrong. Lord Jesus, let me get up. I'll be back, y'all. Now the thing is, Raven, have your family ever embraced you? No, it's over with now, Davis. Them days are over official. They're never gonna adapt for me. That's over with. Cause what I've went through these last few months, it's official. It's over. My phone number is about to be changed and everything. I'm going. They will never, ever, 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 ever see me again. So I went to go in my refrigerator to get my little wine, and I always put my when I open up stuff, I put it inside the jars, right? So I went to test it out to see what it was, and it was olives, black olives. I had black olives in the refrigerator. I was like, "What kind of wine is this?" It was olives. Yeah, I moved. Me too, Davis. I'm done. The thing that they don't understand is people are very selfish about other people's lives. And the thing that gets me is we have no voice. We can't voice our opinion. Everything in our life should be surrounded around making them happy. So at first I couldn't understand why some children fight their parents or go after their parents, but I get it now. I may not agree with a lot of it, but I get it because you brought another human being into the world. And for some reason you feel that person is you, and it's not. And in the same breath, that same parent was disobedient to their parents, but they want you to be parent. It's just, it's not worth it. Your peace of mind, your freedom, your happiness is important. At the end of the day, we're all heading one location, and that's death. Anybody who interferes with your happiness, you got to get rid of them. Mother, father, sister, brother, they all can go. Because at the end of the day, we're all spirits and lying inside of a body. And even though this person you came from may not be your spiritual connected parent, you're just a person you came through. They're not spiritually connected to you because they're not your original. Because your original knows their child. When it's not your original, it's easy to get rid of you because you're not spiritually connected to them because it's not your child. That's just my opinion. Just because it comes through you to make it you. But the thing about it is, people don't get it, and you wasting your trying to kind of make people understand that you're different than anyone else. You wasting your time because no matter what they'll do, if their mind is made up, ain't nothing you could. Now, what you can do is remove yourself in that situation so you don't make yourself available for all that toxic negativity that they're staining on your blood. So I'm not available. But I do feel as though the man above set me there so I could see everybody. I feel as though God is going to bless me abundantly, but I feel as though God wanted me to see everybody before the blessing. So when the blessing comes, I'll make sure I don't share my blessings with them. So I was individually sat down with each one, and they said things to me. And I was obedient and I listened to their words. And I realized one thing is that if you're for me, this conversation would be happening. But if you're against me, this conversation is happening. So I have to listen to what I'm listening to, and I have to believe what you're saying. Because at this point, I know what I need to do as far as moving forward with my life. Child, when I tell you I've learned some stuff, oof, I'm good. And it was a funny video of Tupac. He said, I helped so many people. I took care of families. I put people in the feet. I gave tons of money. It's and they all betrayed me. I say, if that's not me, everybody who hurt me, I have helped. And my reward was betrayal. I have been betrayed so many times. I've been backstabbed. And the thing about it is, they all came to me for help, and I've helped them. And my reward was backstabbing. So I just sit back and watch. I watch. I may not like what I see, but it's the truth. And once I see it, I told them, I said, like that, y'all have a great life, because I'm gone. Yeah. Move on and don't look back, Davis. Don't look back. Don't you ever look back. I'm watching everybody. And even though I don't like it, it's the truth, you know. But baby, trust and believe. Prepare your runaway papers and be out. Be out. And I just sit back and watch a whole lot of things. And I realize that God is working behind the scenes in my favor, even though I may not understand a lot or see a lot. I do see things, but I believe we're always lined up the way we needed to go. And when you're lined up the way you need to go, you are a leader. And when if you're born a leader, your struggle is going to be harder because you have to lead. And the fact of the matter is that the same ones you're trying to lead also may be the same ones that try to comfort you and destroy you. So it's like you were born not to stand. You was born not to blend in. You was born to stand out. And you're stronger than you think, even though your heart may break a lot of times, but you're strong. You're built strong, more stronger than you may know. You'd be surprised how many people can't make it to where you got to, but you made it. A lot of tears, a lot of pain, a lot of whys, but you made it. And your greater is on the way, and your blessings gonna be bigger than you thought. But behind the scenes, you're protected. You just don't see it. But a lot of something that was revealed to me when I was out, and it didn't register to me until I asked someone, "Why do you limp when you walk?" They said, "Because something fell on her. Something fell on her while she limps when she walks." See, when you do evil to people, and also the leg was broke before. And remind you, these things happen to this person, not from another person. So while you dug a ditch, you should have dug two, one for me, one for you. But due to the fact that I may not be the richest, I may be the poorest, I may be the struggling, but I make it through. And I pull people to me who's like me, hey Elizabeth, to make it through, to let you know you're not alone. And always show your appreciation to the mirror images of you to let them know that you appreciate the fact that they didn't give up, but she been through a lot. The one who killed my baby, she's been getting it back, but she's gonna get it even more. Because the thing about it is, she was put to a test and she failed it. Something else is coming. I don't even want to find out. I just want to be gone. But the truth is the truth. And I don't know. I met one person who, well, a few people, but not to the extent of my one friend that really looks out for me a lot to make sure I'm okay. And it's weird because in this world, people know you're struggling. People know you go, and especially if you're a two-spirit woman, they already know you catching hell. Let's not even talk about this transition. Let's talk about the mental abuse to one human being. Mental abuse to one human being. You are abusing this person and you're doing it with confidence. You're doing it with conviction. You're doing it with, I'm doing the right thing to one person. So you are taking this one two-spirit woman or man, but uses what I'm gonna speak on my own because I can't speak on a two-spirit man. But they go through so much abuse, and when they rip their spirit, they tear their spirit, and they tear them down, and they break them, they destroy them. They just look at them, and then they'll say, they're just crazy. But you didn't do none of this stuff to make them crazy. You didn't do none of this stuff to break their spirit. You didn't do none of this stuff to make them want to commit suicide. You didn't do none of this stuff. They don't accept accountability for what they do. That's why you have to protect your energy and you have to make sure you're prepared for war. And sometimes you have to be prepared for war against the ones that got the same blood running through you, run through them. Because at the end of the day, everybody can't walk around with the light that shines inside of them, inside of you. So what they'll do is they'll try to dim your light. And if they could dim it really good, they can make you lose you and start thinking how they think against you. And it's amazing. And the thing is, one question, why? 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 They can never answer me why. I've asked many people why. And then they'll throw God. And I said, you can't use God's name. Because y'all killed his son. Oh, well, I didn't do it. No, but if you're going to stand with y'all unity, take all what you did. Oh, why? I didn't kill his son. Yeah, you did. Being gay is against God. I said, but y'all killed the son. Then God sent his only son down to earth. Y'all killed him. It wasn't me. Oh, okay. So we picking what we okay, got it. Child, let these people do what they want. They never want to accept accountability. Everybody backs out the room when you put them in checkmate. Live your life. You was here for a reason. You are here for a reason. You have people that you're going to reach that you don't even see yet. But the thing about it is you have to realize that it's going to be challenged. That means to people you're attracted to, guys is going to make you believe he's actually the one of your dreams. You're going to be attacked. You're going to be attacked. But as long as you woke to what's coming on, it's never going to stick. It'll never stick as long as you're prepared. But if you're a leader, if you're a two-spirit woman, you're going to be attacked because you have a leadership quality that everybody can't possess. So now you got jealousy, envy. Oh, girl, you think this and you think, oh, everybody's going to come for you. And sometimes it's going to be in the face image of people you really love. But that's when you just got to say, okay, I see you, God. You showing me who this is. It's not who I wanted it to be, but you showing me I have to leave this person alone. And you have to leave this person alone because it gets worse. And you don't have to stick around for the worst to come. What you have to stick around and do is get back to you. You have to be the lawyer for you. You can't be the lawyer for them to destroy you. Hey, Nikki J. You have to be the lawyer for you. You have to be the one that saves you. Even if you have to step outside the box and act like you're helping a friend, and that friend just happened to be you, that's what you do. You step outside the box and you help that person, which is you. You help that person. Because at the end of the day, you got a whole bunch of people coming after that person. But as long as you are lawyered up as far as defending that person, and you watch what's happening to this person, it ain't going to stick. And they going to get mad. They're gonna start making up stuff, or they're gonna go all kinds of degrees. And you ain't gotta argue with it. You just look at them and watch. Because everything they're gonna do is gonna fail. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. What I realize in life, I may not understand a lot of things about me, and I may not understand why God created me this way. But I do realize one thing. I did a prayer and I asked God, I said, whoever is against me, God, I rebuke it. And anything that they put towards me, I want you to send it back to them. I want everything they did to me to go back to them. And it went back. And guess who it hit? I ain't gonna go no further than that. But it hit the person. And not only did it hit the person, it made them suffer. I mean, suffer. So everything they threw on me, because you don't hear about the generation curses. A lot of times it's not the generation, it's the people that's actually living in your life that's actually putting curses on you. So when you do that prayer to send it back to that person and it hit them, you like, whoa, like you hated me this much? You? Because it's never who you really think. You're always thinking that it's that enemy that you don't argue with. It's no, it would be somebody that you're really close with. And that's the part that messes you up. Because you never would think that it's them. Prime example. When I was working in New York, I was a bartender. And there was a one guy who's coming every day. I was always give him a free drink because he was my friend. And I really cared for him. He was like, do birthday party and everything for me. And I was like, okay. So then my bosses told me, they said, Raven, come here, we want to talk to you for a minute. We have a meeting in the basement. So I told myself, I see y'all, I'll be right back. I go down to a meet. I'm working. So my two bosses sat me down. They said, how do you know him? I said, well, he's a regular customer and stuff. And they said, Raven, he's been trying to get you fired. Two bosses, a white woman and a black man. They said, Raven, he's been trying to get you fired from your job. They said, we're sitting here watching this. This is what I'm talking about. Me, myself, I thought he was a friend, but behind the scenes, he was working against me. And I never would have thought this. I never in 1,000 years would have thought he was the one. He got me birthday cake. He actually got the cake with my face in it. I never would have thought that he would go to this intensity to throw me off of what he was doing until my bosses set me down in the basement. God bless the dead Mark and Brunel. And he told me, yeah, blow him up, but virus person is a person. Hey, Pooh. And the thing is, I never would have thought that in 1,000 years. But that happened to me before. I had a performance. I was doing shows right? And I would get my sisters to come to perform at shows, right? So I would get them up. I took one girl out. She needed stuff, got her hair, got her clothes, everything for doing shows. So I told the guy who was running the show, that's my sister. So he called me. He said, Raven, why do you call these girls your sister? I said, because they're my sisters, in the two spirit world, that's my sisters. He said, Raven, I love you, right? This is a Spanish guy. And the other was a white girl, and it was a Spanish girl. It was a white girl and a Spanish girl. He said, Raven. I said, what? He said, your sister's been trying to get you fired from your job. I said, what are you talking about? He said, Raven, I love you. He said, I created this whole thing because I want you to hold shows. He said, but they've been coming to me telling me they don't want you there. He said, so why are you calling me your sister? Second time this didn't happen. Now remind you, like I said before, I'm thinking of an enemy that's going to be doing these things to me. And it's been my friends. They've been in my face. I've been helping them build and grow. And in the end, hey Nova, same thing with YouTube. It was the one called Vincent Smith. Hocus pocus. He goes magic air. Da da da. I'm on the phone with him for hours. So many different discussions about things he's going through. So and I'm out talking him through so many things. Then he goes against me and then start remind you. He wanted to be with me. But then when the whole thing blew up with Apocalypse is destroyed, I'm sure he's watching the video. Hey Apocalypse, because I know you're always watching. And so Apocalypse got mad at me because of what the girl said. He really blamed me. So he went to Vince. Oh, now all of a sudden I'm misgendered and stuff. But then all of a sudden before when you went to have sex with me, and I remind you, I know Vincent in person. So he knows me. He don't know Apocalypse in person, but he knows me. But he would take on a person he felt against me and talk about, but in the same breath, he don't tell Apocalypse how he used to talk about him like a dog behind the scenes. See, this is the thing I'm talking about betrayal. Like the thing about it was, it just amazes me how they make it work. But it's never the ones you think, it's the ones you least expect. I never would have thought that Vincent Smith at the time, I don't even know his name. His name calls Magic or something, Hocus Pocus. I'm helping him get his whole channel up. I'm telling him different things. And the same breath, and then he says to me, I'm sorry, we have a misunderstanding. I didn't betray you. You betrayed me. So how we got a misunderstanding? This is the thing that I talk about with people. Hypocrites. You went to someone else to talk about me. And the thing about it is with comment section, I'm sitting here going through the comment section, I'm reading this, and I'm watching him say this stuff about me. And I didn't even say nothing. Matter of fact, I did. I did a video called Pockets of Destroy. I think he changed his name to Blue something now. And which is so stupid. But the thing about it is, I don't care. I mean, I don't even care. They could talk about me like a dog, because at the end of the day, when I shit, you don't piss, or when I shit, when I eat, you don't shit. But that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. Because the most humblest people and the sweetest people in the world is the one that stand before you when they're in front of your face. They're the most bulliest people online, but in person, they're the most humblest people in person. They're humble. Very humble. Hey, Azar. But the thing is, the point of me saying is, it's never who you really thought it was going to be. It's always the one you least expected. That's what my point is, Shannon. Like, you think an enemy be doing this, but it be the friends. Same thing with the men who having sex with us. I can't stand them things, them shims, them hymns, them things, but then you in our bed. So you throwing everybody else off, but you over here in the bed with us. So while here it is, they think you all anti us, and here it is, you up in the bed with us. In very compromising position. You ain't even a man in the bed. You actually a full-blown female. But at the end of the day, due to the fact that you're a strong character and your masculinity that you present to society is not the man we meet in that bed with us. We get to meet the woman. In other words, while you Jay-Z in front of everybody else in the bed with us, you're Beyonce, who run the world. And the thing is, people like throwing people off their scent. And it amazes me how they move. It amazes me how people move. But I'm not surprised no more. And neither do I care. I don't care. And the thing is, like, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do, because that's what works for you. Because at a certain period of time, somebody's gonna come for them as well. And when their turn comes, they're gonna switch it up. Like, why they start with me? I ain't do nothing to them. But you did something to someone else. And that was coming back to you. But I will never understand people in 1,000 years. Why you buy a sex doll you can store in the trunk? in a closet. Who needs flesh and blood? A sex doll. Uh, I don't, that's different. A sex doll? Okay, Elizabeth, what's that all about? Because I don't know where that came from. But I will listen. I, Elizabeth, you are too pretty. And the thing is, like, I don't. One thing about me, I don't have to buy a sex doll. I'm not. I know you're not talking about me, so for the record, I need to. But I wouldn't have to buy because there's too many men out here. As long as you don't want money, there's tons of men that want to be with you. He may not want to be with you where you want, but as far as sex, he's always available. Just make sure you use protection. I'm saying you can get a doll and stuff. Yeah, but you don't have to do that, Elizabeth. You just take a man when you finish with him, tell him you gotta go. He'll go. The one thing about a man, honey, when you say sex, he'll definitely give you sex. He ain't staying and you don't want him to. The best part of a man is the back of his head, getting the hell out your house. Child, please. There's too many men out here. Then again, child. He's like, well, you just, There's too many men out here. And you ain't got to do that, honey. And he can bring over a little something extra, bring you a cup of hair, bring you some hair, some food. Child, please. And do the do, you get out your house. Time to go home. That's it. I ain't never got to worry about no sex. I got too many. Child, I prefer sex dolls too. Oh, okay. Oh, sex doll. You know what? That's what y'all like. Y'all like it. I like it. If that's y'all thing, sex dolls, go for it. I want a man, a movie man. But that's just my preference. As long as he's legal and he know what he's doing, whatever he don't know what to do, I'll teach him. I'll take out a little time to teach a man, because Lord knows they need it. I'll teach a man how to have sex. Easy. I'll teach him. Some of you ain't gotta teach, so that's so nasty. I'm losing interest in but see the thing about it is I'm not losing interest in men. I may have lost interest in their activity as far as mentality. But the sex part is just sex. Once the sex is over, get out of my house. That's it. It's just sex. Unless you are emotionally attached to that person when having sex. I use it for what they use me for. And that's it. But I understand everybody deals with things differently. I'm not knocking anything. If you like it, I love it. I don't knock anything with anybody because everybody's lined up in their brain a different position in life. Not me. I just want a man to get over here and get on top of me, do his business, and get out. Hey, Empress. It is nothing like a good old man get on top of me doing this business, a cute one. And I like the little ones. I like the cute little young ones. The little young ones be cute to look at. The skin all tight. You know, you mess with an older one when they're okay. But a lot of guys, they be too much smoking that weed. They be impotent. Peace and blessings, darling. Peace and blessings, Shannon. But a lot of men are impotent. They be smoking that weed too much. And they be impotent. Mm-mm. And the best men in the bed be the short ones. The short men are the best in bed, to me. The short men. Tall men be all. But the short men, and let them be skinny. Ain't nothing like a short young man. Get on top of me doing this business. Cocaine Junior. Because the older ones be all, The young ones be fun and they be active and they be talkative. And even though some of them got old souls, but it be them young ones. And not all of them, of course. Not all the older ones eat them. But the older ones be on some other stuff, though. The young ones be more fun, shorter than me. I can't. No, the short ones be on point, Elizabeth. The short ones be. You know why, Elizabeth? Because they get picked on and they feel like they got something to prove. I feel like people who get picked on will go the further length versus the people who don't. Like a short man, well, I'm tall, so any man that messes with me, I can't say any man because I mess with tall, but I've been with short men. And short men have always come through. They come through. The tall men be on some extra. They be on some really, I guess because they're in hot demand. I don't know. But the energy is different. The energy is like, I got a bunch of you. I don't even have to deal with you because I got, their whole attitude is like, it's like they're doing you a favor. But the short ones, none of that stuff exists. You have fun. I don't like the word fun, but I mean fun like you could talk and laugh. I don't think of fun as in sex, but if it's sex. But the one thing about short men, you got to be careful. They come with big P bugs, so you have to be careful with them. Because them show must be having them horse things. And they will put you in the ER. You have to explain to the doctor what happened to your body. The short men be walking around with donkeys. Girl, he will put you in the hospital. And then the doctor be like, well, what's your problem? What straight guys say about being with big girls and other what straight guys say about being with big girls and other I don't know what they say. I want to go to the ER. Hey, XB, no, you don't. You go to the hospital, they be like, well, what happened? Um, I had sex with this guy. He was like this, and he was this much girth, and I can't go to the bathroom, and I'm internally bleeding. Child. Only thing doctor gonna say, get your trifling ass up here. Let me sew you up. You need to be more responsible with your body. Your liver pushed over here, your kidneys pushed over here. Girl, all you kept thinking about was, and he ain't coming to the hospital with you. They said it has something to prove just the same as we're saying about short guys. Maybe it's true though, Elizabeth, they do. Short guys, I noticed the energy be different. And if he's young, it's really different. Not all of them, because some young guys are mean, but it's a lot of really nice ones. I need the bug. I don't know, XB, the bug could be bad. Child. And you know what's funny about it? You meet a man with a big P bug, his thing works and it really works. Like he don't drink, he don't do drugs. So when he gets erect, he gets huge. Like it feels like it's like a baby's arm. Well, baby arm is small, so it has to be more like a horse's leg, not a horse's leg, but a horse huge. And at this point, you're not having sex; you're just being beat up eternally. All your organs and everything is being battered. Child, you go to the bathroom and nothing but blood. Child, he done ripped every part. He passed the second hole. He in the third hole. That's next to your heart and your throat. Child, you about to die. Mm-mm. That man is all up in your arms. Mm-mm. Oh, mothers live. look at Janet. It's the truth, though. Child, when that man get up in that bed with you, you like, and it's sad because you can't even walk. Thank you, Janet. It's like you can't even walk. Ah, but it's like it's crazy. Child, that's too much. I totally agree. It's why I'm saying it's too much. You can't even walk. Child, these young boys be doing the most. They do the most. But you know what about young men? They're good to look at because their skin is so tight. And, oh, I wouldn't want to date one, but you can get it. Mothers live. I mean, it's a body. You're supposed to use it up before you die anyway. Just use protection. Always safe sex. That's another thing. Guys don't like to use protection, but I think once upon a time, I used to be like that too. Once upon a time. But as you get older and you watch how people die, you kind of change your way of thinking. I am tall and I'm tall and short men scare me. Plus I'm small, so I'm yeah, but you know what it is? How tall are you, Janet? But the thing is this is that short men are the bomb. I love men short men. A short man will rock with you, he'll go anywhere with you. That man is your best friend. Oh, girl, you only 5'8", girl. That ain't tall. I'm 6 feet tall. And I be messing with like 5'7", 5'8", 5'4". Child, these little men, child, that's not tall. You only five. I mean, that's tall somewhat to people, but to me, that's short. I'm 6 feet. Child, I don't discriminate. He be coming over here, honey, with his fun, child. They small to me. Girl, that's because you ain't got the right one up in there, honey. Let the right one get a hold of you, honey. You'll change your way of thinking. Honey, let the right one get a hold of you. He'll change you. Honey, you be like Patty Bell, Patty Bell. You got a new attitude. Can't date no Kevin Owens. Elizabeth, I'm going to tell you something, sis. Don't sleep on short men. Let one get a hold of you, honey. He will change. He will change. The same way we could change a man's way of thinking, he could change your way of thinking. Girl, don't sleep on them. They will change your way of thinking. Let the right one get a hold of you. I mean, the right one. You be like, ooh, that was like a vacuum cleaner, honey. Let the right one get you. Now, everybody can't do everything, because I'm sure you've had tall men and you've been disappointed. So it's not about height, it's about hearts and spirits. I realized one thing that when I mess with tall men, a lot of times, I've had 7 feet tall, 6'6", 6'8", 6'9", child. It's so glamorized. It's like being in a beauty pageant. And then I messed with someone that's mean as hell. And then some I couldn't really mess with because they pee bug was so big, like I couldn't do nothing with it. Like we're not even gonna try to even focus that. No. May I share your channel? Oh, you talking about me, Empress? Y'all can share anything y'all want. Baby don't care. I'm a hot mess. Yeah, they do. It's nothing like these men. I don't judge men off of height. I judge men on how they treat me. If you're a short man, he treat me good. I'm with you. If you're a tall man, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't judge people off of things we're not responsible for these things. Like it's not like, well, you know what, I'm gonna be a short person today. I'm gonna be a tall person today. We're not responsible. I meet you where your heart is. I meet you where your spirit is. If you're a good spirit person, I'm with you. I don't care how tall you are, how short. I met this guy, and they were like, I met this guy. He was a dwarf in New York City, and I was sitting down, and he didn't know what was up, so he spotted me from the window, and he came inside. He said, "Hey, mommy, how are you?" Now, mind you, he's like this tall, so he had to be about 4'11", 4'10", 4'8", if that tall. So he was really short, but he was cute. So he came to this, "Hey, mommy, you doing? How you doing?" I said, "Oh, you cute." I said, "Come in." He said, "Oh." He caught on. He said, "Oh, oh no." He started trying to leave. I was like, "Come in." He said, "No, no." He was cute though. And it was so funny because he ran out. It was so funny though, but he was cute though. He ran out quick. He didn't know where he walked into. He walked into the gay bar. He didn't know that's what it was because he saw me through the window. And he came inside and he was talking to me like, shooting his game. She was lifting his head up, looking around. And then he caught on to where he was at. He was like, he ran out. It was funny. But I think they call little persons. He was a little person. But it was cute. But matter of fact, on my She Speaks, a little person actually was on She Speaks. Remember I did a video for She Speaks? One of my peoples was on there was a little person. It was a little person that was on there. I got people I talk to all walks of life. All walks of life. So, it was a little person that actually talked and was kind of, I don't want to give it away, but he said a lot. I was like, yo. But and it's funny because people don't even know he's famous. Like he's really famous too. They didn't even know he was famous. Because when I did the She Speaks, no, I didn't want your location. I didn't want to say what you look like. I want to erase all that. I wanted just the voice, and I also wanted the story. So people didn't realize that some people were actually celebrities on there talking. They thought they were just regular people, but they wasn't. But I didn't want to give it away because I wanted people to understand, what people thought, or you know, um, I wanted to protect people. But it was some people I was disappointed in the things they did. That was activists that kind of acted really. They acted like, but that's here or there. But I was very upset with a few of them because sometimes when you try to reach people, sometimes people feel like they're up here instead of talking to people. They're like, well, you should be grateful I'm talking to you, which is not the attitude to have with me on my channel because I take people for who they are and not about what you think they should be. Because everybody's different. Please give me your. It's right at the top, Empress. See the things they PayPal me? The thing about it is you can't do that to people. I meet people where they at. Because I'm like this. Everyone is different. Treat people the way they treat you and meet people where they at. Don't make people be about your life. Because if you do that, you're being like society. I meet people where they're at. I don't make them be like Raven. I let their story be their story and not about me. Can you put it? It's right there at the top. I don't change people. I let people be who I don't let no one do anything. I receive people who they are. I don't try to make people what I think they should be. Because that's not fair because when I do that, that means you never get it. Nobody gets a chance to meet you. They get a chance to meet you the way I think you should be. Here it is right here. That's my thing. But the thing is like, I don't like when people do that to people though. They make people's story about them and it's not about you. It's about that person. Exactly. Thank you, Amber. It's weird though because people do that to people a lot. They'll cut people off and make their story about them, which is so crazy. Thank you, Emperor. So, but it is nothing like. But I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you have. Where's Elizabeth at? Sometimes you have to be the teacher. You have to be the teacher to some of these men. I love to teach a man how to have sex. I love to teach him because a lot of men, no shade, is bad in bed. A lot of men are horrible in bed. A lot of men are really bad. See, I'm the person that will stop you. Like, no, this not how you do it. Let me teach you how to kiss. Let me teach you how to make lap sex because you are horrible. I don't say it with that delivery, but I'm like, yo, listen, this don't do it like that because he's emotional, So you gotta stroke his, You don't have sex like this. This is what you do. Oh, okay. Some of them get too excited, bite you. Like, no, no, no. Don't bite me. I'm black. We don't like to be bitten. Sorry. But you have to walk him through it. Cause he be thinking he getting it all in, he getting it all wrong. You have to teach. Where's Elizabeth at? Who was it? Right, Janet? You have to teach him. XB. Y'all all sliding out the room, honey. Where these girls at? You have to teach a man how to have sex. Like Davis. Right, Davis? Right, Azar? And Nikki J? And Rudy? And Nayan? And Hakeem? Do y'all teach these men how to have sex? The guys who are terrible kids. Yes, but do you teach him, Elizabeth? Like when he does it wrong, do you teach him? Because he ain't gonna know if you don't teach him. He just gonna. I will stop a man and be like, "That's not how you do it. Let me show you." You have to teach him, because he's not gonna know. He really think he doing. He think he beating it up on you. All he doing is hurting you. You have to teach him, man. Oh, thank you, Empress. Thank you, love. I got it. Thank you. Janet, please let me know. I got it, love. Thank you. Y'all, when they get crazy. You have to teach them, though. If you don't teach them, they're not going to know. They're not. They're not going to know. They think they're doing a good job. They're going to beat it up. No, you got to show them. But it's in your delivery. Thank you, sweetie. But it's in your, just don't hurt his feelings. A man, you could teach him a lot. Just don't be mean to him. She's like, yo, listen, boo, this is what you got to do. Let me show you. That's it. And I'm telling you, you're training him, but he gonna get it right. Now, if you want him like, I ain't gotta do all that, you know what? Then he ain't gonna do that because he's scared you're gonna kick him out. So he'll cooperate. Trust me, you have to teach men how to have sex because they're horrible. If it was a gun in their head, they would get shot. You got to teach men. Men are bad in bed. They don't be knowing what they're doing. They be humping really fast. They be ripping your insides up. They be thinking they're killing it. No. And you don't have to make everybody in the building know we having sex. Everybody in the building don't have to hear the headboard hit the wall. My Indians going, oh my God, what's going on? No. You have to teach him. As a woman, you have to teach a man how to make love. He don't know what he's doing. And sometimes you have to listen. I'm one that will teach a man a minute. I'll be like, this is what you do. And I'll tell him, I'll be like, listen, kiss me like this. And this is what we do this. And do this. We do this, do this. I'm telling you, he will listen. He's going to listen. But he's not going to know if you don't say nothing. Because mothers live, honey. And men, a lot of men are bad in bed. They're really bad. Real bad. It's like they've been beaten on so much, they don't know what they're doing. Like they're horrible. And when you do meet a man that's real good in bed, that's a hustler. That means your cell phone, your money, you better hide it. Because this is what he do. Depends on what a person wants. I want a God to be. That's what I'm saying, Elizabeth, but you have to train him. He's not going to know. He really won't. He's not being mean or being facetious. He really don't know. He don't know. But if you train him, he gonna listen. Because he too scared you're gonna pull up and say, no, I don't want to do it. Trust me. He gonna listen. Some are out to get off and please. But see, because you don't say nothing, Elizabeth. If you don't say nothing, he's thinking. See, this is the thing how he's thinking. He's think this is what you want. He beating it up. He giving you everything. He's doing a good job. You gotta say, yo, wait. You gotta break it down to because in his mind, he's giving you what you want, or he's giving you what the last girl he was with liked it, and that's not what you like. So you feel like, oh, this is what y'all like, okay, so, but it's like, no, no, no. You have to break it down to what you want, because in his mind, he's doing everything right. So you have to go, no, boo, this not no, this, but be gentle in your delivery. You'll do anything. It's in your delivery. Like, oh my God, you like the worst. Like, where you know, don't be mean to him because at that point, he's vulnerable, you know. And when like, yo, listen, this is what you do. Some guys, you even got to teach how to kiss. They don't know how to kiss, they know how to bite. They know how to bite your lips. Like, yo, don't do that. Like, you don't like that? No, don't bite me. No. If you're hungry, I can fix you something to eat. Don't bite me. I don't like to be bitten. I have a problem with that. No, you don't like me to nibble on you? No, no. Don't bite me. Don't chew on me. I'm not food. No. Some girls like that. I don't like that. Now, some girls may like that. Some girls may like guys that bite hers. I don't like nobody bite me. Do not bite me. Can we ask to be spanked? Janet, when it's what you want, just ask him. Say, boo, could you do this to me? Make it into a dance. He'll do it. Trust me, he don't want you to not stop doing it. He getting it, especially if it's free. Especially if it's for free. If it's for free, honey, he would do anything. Right? But he don't really know. Trust me, they don't be knowing. I be training men left, right. Oh, mothers live. I train men left. Don't do that. I train him all the time. You have to. Because he bet. Now, the sad part about this, you making him better for the next woman. So when he leaves you. Now, the next one, be like, oh, he's good at it. Yeah, because he got trained by somebody. Like when it's playful, you can't be leaving teeth marks. Thank you, Elizabeth. Bite me like I'm some food. So I don't like nobody to bite me though. It's not even about playfulness. Just don't bite me. I don't mind having sex, but don't bite. Don't bite nothing. Don't bite me. I don't like that. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I tell him that I'm black. I don't like to be bitten. No. I just don't like that. Don't bite me. Some girls do like that. Some girls like to be slapped. Some girls like to be spit on. That's that girl, not me. I have to train you what to do when it comes to this body. You have to. Because I'm telling you, you may think he just don't care about what he's doing. He really thinking this was you like. He's thinking that the other women like this, so you like it. And it's like, no, I don't like this. But you gotta tell him, say, yo, listen, this is what I like. He's gonna listen. You're like, okay, he gonna listen. I mean, men are bad in bed. Not all of them, but a lot of since I'll say about how many men? I would have to say about 90% of men that I've been with were bad in bed. 90% of men I've been with were bad in bed. They were horrible. 90%. And they were black men. Not all of them, but there were some white men. But even the white men are bad in bed. Like the white men are bad in bed. Some of the Puerto Ricans are bad in bed. The Indians, the Chinese, the Asian, the Russians, the Germans. I mean, the Irish. I'm playing. I ain't been with that many, but they bad. I'm streaming live now too, so I understand. Right. And for sure, as I'm saying, they be bad in bed. They be really bad. But they try their best, because they're thinking in their mind, that's what you like, but you don't. But if you tell them, it's all in delivery. Anybody in life, It's all in the delivery. If you talk to people right, you'd be surprised. But if you come to men like being mean to them, they shut down. And you don't want everything to shut down. So I'm telling people to come so they can learn today. You are too funny. Empress, you are too funny. You are too funny. But you can't get mad at people for not knowing. They don't know. They don't know. You know what I mean? They don't know. And I realize that a lot. I be training men left and right. And the sad part about it, you training them to be like, you want to know something crazy. I'm learning towards the asexual spectrum now. I'm getting a little. You're going to go through a lot of things, Davis, because you're young. And also, the world is so teachable. I'm still learning. We're all learning with you. And every day we turn, the page is always another page to turn. Um, you are a great leader to teach. Think, oh, some people you just don't have the chemistry. Well, they shouldn't be in your bed, Elizabeth. You have no chemistry with them. Thank you, Emperor. I love you too. The thing about it, I love you too, Dan. The thing about it is that if there's no chemistry, they shouldn't be in your bed. Good morning, Nikki Blake. What about when they tell you you are bad in bed or you ain't giving what you want? Well, the thing about it is, Elizabeth, they know. I've never had a man tell me I was bad in bed. But if they did, I would say to them, well, what do you want? Now, if they go to the XYZ, well, I feel like I'm being disrespected, then no. When I say XYZ, I mean, why do I have to use protection? I don't want to use condom. Those are the ones that problematic for me. Because a lot of men don't like using protection. No, but you can't be with me. You have to find a girl that don't want to use protection. Y'all can do what y'all want, spread diseases. That's not me. You can forget it. Because at the end of the day, when you talk me out of my condom and never contacted me, anything you had, you left now. If it's not protection, you ain't messing with me. But there's some girls that don't mind. I don't fit in with heteros. Okay. Well, Davis, you know what? You're going to find where you fit in. You'll figure it out. You ain't got nothing but time. Besides, you're pretty, Davis. So, honor to have much blessings. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. But yeah, we're all still learning, even though we're trying to figure it out. Sometimes we think we done figured it out, and there's always something else we ain't quite figured out yet. There's always another page in the book. We're like, oh my God, I thought I was past it. I met up with a trans guy once and never heard from him again. But what happened? Did y'all didn't do the thing? It's morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nikki. I like trans men. I never had a trans man before. Do they like bar girls? I never had a trans man before. I had a female before. Or should a woman? What's the thing with female and woman? They said females don't like to be called females. So what do they like to call women? Like it's all these pronouns and these new names everybody got. It drives me crazy. So women don't like to be called women. I mean females. I guess they like to be called women. I'm always so confused. All these labels. We get so many labels that I'm confused. I don't know what's what and who's what. I do know disrespect though. I mean, I have no problem calling you whatever you want. Whatever you tell me your name is, Raven will call you that name. I'm not here to judge anybody on what I believe. I really don't I've never been a name person. I've never been the kind of person that have to judge somebody on what I think. If you say this is what it is, then that's what it is, and you will be respected by me. You will get your respect always by me. I will respect you to the fullest. I have no problem with that with me. Um, sure, but he told me afterwards he came to realize that he wasn't into trans women, so that kind of hurt in a way to reject by someone who was. Yeah, but the thing about it was he may have said that, but you probably was more submissive than aggressive. Now there's some two-spirit women out here that are aggressive, and you might be more submissive. And the fact that you were more submissive, he felt as though, my personal opinion, I could be wrong, he felt as though you didn't have to take over, like grab him and throw him on the bed and, pound him out. Because a lot of trans men like to get pounded. They like to get, I thought they was trans men because they want to be the man of the bed. Not saying sexuality, but a lot of them want to they want the meat. They want the meat. They don't want not all of them, because I can't speak for them, but a lot I've seen, they like the dinging. My grandmother used to turn female. It was a polite way of calling you out. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nikki. When my grandmother used the term female, it was a polite way of calling you out your name. Maybe that's it. Okay. That's something to think about. Thank you, Nikki. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. So you never know. I'll be back. Ugh. I can't believe it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. Ugh. Oh, what is saying? Oh, yeah. Child, we're going to give me another. Child. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, you can see my boobies to this. Lord Jesus. I forgot. Child. Y'all can't see nothing. I'm still covered up. So Uh, I got all these pajamas and stuff. So let me tell y'all a story. So I went to go check up on the woman who birthed me. I had to get her car fixed, right? So I went to get her car fixed, right? Because I'm trying to get rid of it due to circumstances. Where's Davis at? Circumstances and situations. So I saw this car over there at the lot, right? And I kept looking at it. It's a nice car. So I looked at it and I went over there to the part where okay, they put it. So I went over to the part where they sell the cars at. So I went over there and everything. So I had on my hoodie like this and shirt like this. As a matter of fact, I had on the shirt just like this. No bra. And I put my hoodie on so you can't really see it. But the winter blow, whatever. So I went over there, it was a bunch of guys sitting down, right? Someone was like, how much is that car over there? He said, that's not that car is not for sale, sweetie. He said, the car over there is for sale. And I at first saw that car, it was a black one. So I was like, that's a nice car. And he said he was selling for $3,800. I was like, wow, $3,800. I mean, that's cheap, but you ain't got it. That's a lot of money. So I'm looking at the car and I'm like, wow, $3,800. I would love to have this car for $30. So I'm looking at it. So he gets up. So he stands up. He's tall. He's taller than me. And then he walks right here. He's like, this is what you got to get. Mind you, he's talking to me like this. Not here, but here. So, remind you, COVID-19, this man is here. Now he's talking to me like this, as if we could. I don't know this man, so he's talking like this. So I guess he's getting a good look, because Raven don't wear no makeup. So he was like, this the car you would get? Like, he said, well, don't you like this car? So I was like, I like this car. His car is what I like. And it was really nice. And I was like, he was like, I could fix you got a car fixed up. I was like, well, So I was like, he said, let me show you this car. So he took me to the black car. So I'm looking at him and stuff, and I'm looking. So he gets close to me. He's like, well, he's looking at me. He goes, you really want that car? I was like, no. It was that way. He's like, you really want that car? I was like, no. I don't really want that car that bad. But I got his phone number. I was like, if you only knew, you would not be wanting to give me this car. That's the one thing I hate about being me. I do. I hate it. All the gifts and the perks that you get, I can't even get it. Because he going to want some cootie cat. But I got his phone number, and the other guy who helped me, he called me by mistake. And then I got like 3 guys' phone numbers since I've been working with that car. And none of them know. They don't know what's up. Child. But it's just, it's so messed up because it's like this one guy, the one I said looked like Aegis Albert, or whatever his name is. Aegis Albert, he's mean. Like I get that energy from him. Like he would just beat me the hell up with no problem. Now the second one, he was really nice. But I don't know, he said that was his brother, so men call each other brothers all the time. They'll be literally brothers. Here's the car, babe. It's a nice. You talking about the one who birthed me, or his car? His car was nice. The black one he had was in silver. He fixed that car. He's a detailer, so he fixed that car up so nice. And I'm looking at him like, damn. I hate being poor, but I'm looking at the car. I was like, I would love to have this car. But his car, that ain't mine. It's the one who birthed me car, child, please. That ain't mine. I really don't have a car, XB. That's why I was there, girl. I mean, XB, I'm always confused. You a guy, right? I beg to be ignorant. Because XB, I'm always thinking you are a two-spirit woman, but Nikki, oh, hell no. He's got that too energy. Yeah, the thing is, like, he was really nice, though. The guys be really liking me, but I'm waiting for the bomb to drop. You know what I mean? When somebody drops the bomb on them to let them know what's up about me. I'm waiting for someone to drop the bomb, and usually it's gonna come. So I try to stay away before the bomb drops. But the one that said look like each is out, he's been looking at me sideways a little bit. So, but he also charged me a lot of money to get that car fixed, which was a not get it fixed, but remember I told y'all he charged me to get the battery charged. He charged me like it was one block over. He said he charges $30, but he charged me 20. I was like, you only gotta just start the thing right there. Look, it's not like you gotta travel. It's right here. I gotta charge you $20 to charge your battery. Like, you're not traveling. You ain't coming to pick me up. I'm right here. So he charged me $20. People on the street would have just charged. He charged me 20. I was like, no, I'm good. And I told you so. His brother sent me somewhere else and told me to get a battery for $40. And then I went down to get the battery for $40. Actually, I went to go try to find a charger because I know I couldn't afford a battery. Hey, Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here. Oh, Hannah. So I went down there. I couldn't turn the car off once I got a charge. Because if you turn the car off, you stuck wherever you turn the car off. I was like, oh, God, I do not miss car problem. God bless anybody who got a car. A car can literally pimp you. So I drove it all the way down to Auto Advance, and I was like, you got a car charger? So I called them up. They said, if you come inside, we'll charge your battery for free. I said, charge the battery? See, we'll recharge the whole battery for free. I didn't have to buy a new battery. They charged the whole battery for free. And I went and the guy came out there and I went down and got a mechanic, and I got 3 mechanics. The mechanic did my car for $10. While this man charged me $20 just to charge. The man did the mechanic for $10. You know they were never gonna see me again. Batteries. Yes. No, but it's the kind of car. Some batteries cost a lot of money. Depends on the car. Elizabeth, I'm not gonna tell you the type of car. You know why? Because we don't lie. But it costs more money, and Raven ain't got that kind of money. Raven ain't got money at all. So I would love to be a showboat and go, no, give me that. You know, when your money's saying, boo, that ain't you. You can't. So, but God fixed it because I went down there and got the whole battery charged for free. They recharged the whole battery free. Said there's 35 minutes, and they charged the whole battery. I didn't even know they did stuff like that. So you don't gotta buy a new battery. You get a recharge battery for free. Then I went to go buy me some coffee. And buying some coffee, I was like, because the store on my way don't got no coffee. And I was like, oh my God. Now, but mind you, I forgot I could jump in the car and go get coffee. So I'm like walking around because so much has been going on that my mind is, psh, it's that cold brew. No, this wine, salt and pepper. I'm having some wine. I'm having some wine, mama, something I ain't supposed to have. But I went to go get some coffee, and I wanted to get some coffee that was strong. So I got to the plate. They didn't even have my coffee Folgers. So I got some coffee called Nestea or Nestle coffee. So I got that. And it's funny how You be going through so much in life that you forget. You forget what you look like. You forget how you think. Your brain is all over the place. So I'm outside. I'm dressed. I got this hair on. I had it in a ponytail, and I'm playing this CD that I had. So I put it in the car, and it was Little Kim. Little Kim, she got lyrics on her. It's funny you only play the songs that you know, but when I tell you the stuff that she was talking about, I was like, "Ooh, Kim." So I'm playing this rap and I'm listening to the lyric because I like to listen to music and like that. So I'm listening to the lyrics of this song on Little Kim, and she's very provocative with her lyrics. And I'm listening to it. So I come to the corner and it's like a bunch of guys outside. I know I'm on. So I had left away now. I'm on another store. I went to Circus Bar. So I get to the corner and it was a bunch of guys. And I happened to turn my head and they all was staring in the car looking at me. So and Little Kim is playing. And she was saying about some dick and I'm like, they're just staring. They ain't saying nothing just like that. In the car, just looking in the car. So I'm driving around. I didn't know if I stepped into something wrong or did I come from was it an accident out here? Like what was going on? I don't know. But the way they stopped and the way they was reacting to me in the car, I didn't know what was going on. Sitting there, I took off. I don't know what I'm in, but I'm moving on. How many licks does it take? Right, XB. No, but it was something else. Like it was lyrics I've never heard on the radio. But it was like an old, I don't know, it was Biggie Small was on it. He was talking about some she got more. He was saying something like she trying to get put on. I gotta put Kim on. I've never heard this. And I'm listening to it and it's not because I'm listening. And I'm listening to she starts rapping and she's like going in. And I'm like, and she's very provocative with her words, talking about pussy and my clit. And I'm like, so you got the music turned up a little bit. It was funny. Then I just came home, finished arguing, which I've been doing since last month, arguing a lot. I need to find a young man. I need to find I need to find a young man that wants something out of life. A lot of not even a young man. Men don't want nothing out of life. I've noticed that. You don't gotta be young. A lot of men don't want nothing out of life. Like they don't want nothing. They just want to stay home with their mommy. Like I don't understand as a black woman, why do you try so hard to keep your son at home? Not all women, of course. But how come you try so? Because he be wanting to stay home with his mommy. And I've noticed this pattern with black men. They always want to be home with their mommy. Instead of building, trying to grow, get your own, they don't be want to do that. I never understand that. A lot of men feel comfortable where they at. They don't want to build or nothing. I never know why men don't want to build. They'll have sex with you, but they don't want to build. They don't want to build. The testosterone just makes them want. Yeah, but they never want to build. So, they don't want nothing out of life. Like, you don't want nothing? No, I be asking God, they don't really want nothing. Like, they don't want nothing out of life. They just want sex and that's it, and go home to their mommy. Like, they don't want to, I don't know. I meet people where they at, but damn. You can't, like, you don't want nothing? Like, you don't want anything? It's sad, though. It's really sad. And then when I do meet guys, they be escorts. They be. That's another thing. What's up with these men escorts out here? All these men escorts talking about something. If you want to come, if you want to see me again, you got to pay money. What? You want Raven to pay money? You want me to pay you to have sex with me? Raven? Okay, okay. Well, I look good. You look good, but but that's not what you said when I met you. When I met you, you was looking for wifey, but now you trying to turn me into a client. Raven, the one who can't find a man because I'm so pathetic. So now I'm a client. I said, I don't think so. It is what it is. Exactly, a client. So now you want a sugar mama. I'm a sugar mama and a client. I was like, okay, well, good luck on your money, because that ain't gonna happen. What I look like paying you for sex? Child, please. Do you know Raven can get a man? Child, please. Getting a man for sex is easy. Any woman walking on this earth can get a man for sex. Trust and believe. If a woman is paying for sex, she's just paying for it. Because she ain't got to. She ain't got to pay no man for sex. Any woman pay for sex because she want to. She ain't got to. A man will have sex with you, especially for free. For free? Child, he over there at the house. Child, don't let you be a woman that cooks chicken and macaroni and cheese and collard greens. Honey at your house every day. Child, please. I don't know what these men be thinking. I'm like, do you honestly think I'm gonna pay you for sex? No, I'm good. Mm-mm. I can get a man. Hell, I can get a woman. Mm-mm. But I feel like when men act that way, it's because somewhere a woman is paying him for sex. A woman is paying for sex. But this one guy, I waited 5 years, and then we finally had sex. And then he told me that I had to do the right thing in order to be with him. Now I'm thinking like a dummy. I'm about to have a boyfriend. We about to build. We about to grow. And he's thinking, if I give it to you right, you're gonna pay me for me. You'll pay me the next time. A man will have sex and the titties will be down to the ankles. I'm still here. You gave me hope. Exactly, Jen. I want a man now. Exactly, Jen. Thanks Luke, for the belief. Exactly, Jen. The thing is like they just want, and the thing is like you could always get a young dude. A young dude will give it to you, honey. You ain't got to pay him nothing. He's just looking for the fact that you gave it to him, plus there's a number on his belt, and the fact that he got with an older woman. He's experimenting. He don't care about no damn money. And if you throw money, that's on you. Child, please. You may have to teach him, but at the end of the day, child, I met some of the men. These men be bad in bed, honey. They be bad in bed as if it was a gun on their head. I hate sweet. I hate wine. It be so sweet. It be so sweet. I made some rice, turkey, and olives. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. It was a guy standing on the corner where I live. It looked like he just came home on Friday. When I tell you fine, this brother was fine. Ooh, he was fine. So I'm walking down, he standing at the corner, he's like this. And he watched me walk. So, you know me, I'll play my little, I don't see nobody. He was like, how you doing, Mom? I said, but I was like, wow, he is fine. I ain't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing because he might be crazy. Because if he's crazy, I can find him. If he killed 100 people, I can find him. If he's a murderer, I can find him. If he hate everybody in the world, I can find him. If he shoot people for a living, I can find him. If they crazy, I can find them. I can find crazy. I hate it, but I know it is. If a man is a billionaire, got billions of dollars, I will walk right past him. But then again, I don't get along with them either. It's funny. I will always take a poor man over a rich man. I will. Because you know why? A poor man loves you. A rich man feel like you should be grateful. Not all of them, not all rich men, not all poor. But a rich man feel like you should be grateful that you're sitting in his presence. Look at you. You have nothing going for yourself. You're garbage. He's up here. I would take a man that's poor and we could build together. But not all men don't want that though. I met a man that I thought was perfect for me. We got along so perfect. And he messed it up. He's been chasing me ever since. But I don't want him. Because betrayal, when you betray me, I don't want you. I can do with anything but betrayal. It's not one of them. I don't like to be betrayed at all. But mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I just want to be happy. This is one guy, he really showed up, but he's mad at me. Men are always mad at me. Always. I just wish they didn't smoke so much weed. These men smoke so much weed that they becoming impotent. Impotent. Ain't nothing like an impotent man. Nothing. Mm-mm-mm. Nothing. Nothing. Mm-mm-mm. I went to the store and I went to buy some seafood. I think I did. Did I cook that? My face is so. Mm. Look at these big earrings. Look at them. Y'all know what this is? I be. I I hate when I try to make myself sleep. Do anybody ever try to make themselves sleep when they're not sleepy? You have to make yourself go to sleep. Where's Davis? I want to get my hair braided. Where's 8XB? XB, how many links are on? So what you been doing? Salt and pepper's here. Everybody's so quiet. They must be in the other room. I'll walk away from people talking to each other. I'll go in another room and listen. Sometimes I go into bed. Where's Elizabeth? So Davis, how do you so you rather have sex with dolls? Like how does that work? You and Elizabeth. Where's Elizabeth? Patient Elizabeth. So you and Elizabeth, like I said, what how does that exactly work? Sex with a doll. Teach me. What what you been eating? Child, everything under the sun. You know I'm greedy. Would you have sex with a doll, XB? Elizabeth and Davis. want to have sex with dolls. I'm shocked. Let's talk about that. Like, how do we get to that point? Are we talking about human dolls? What are we talking about? Are we talking about machine dolls? And what type of dolls are we talking about? I don't know. I'm not. It's not. So tell me, Davis, how do you have sex with a doll? Like, what type of doll are you talking about? Like a doll. I mean, you show me a doll. Teach me. Maybe I need to buy a doll and put it in the house. And so how do you have sex with a doll though? Sex is too easy to get. Right, that's true, XP. But Elizabeth and XP is fed up, so they having sex with dolls. I'm just trying to figure out how did this work exactly. Like, is it like a battery doll, or is it a doll that's just a blow-up doll? Is it in blow-up dolls with the mouth open? Well, I think they got some new advanced ones now. This world always got a new chapter to turn. Who knows? I don't want to have sex with a doll. But I never had sex with one. I had sex with a dead fuck. Let me stop. So is it like a blow up doll, or is it a doll that you order? And that's I don't know, is it erect, or is it already like as a machine, or is it like, I don't know. It's interesting. One thing I could say, you won't catch no diseases. Again, Google it. You can buy them on eBay, Amazon. The ones I bought are rubber. Google it. What name would I Google? I buy female sex doll, and I enjoy it. Wait a minute. Let me female sex doll. What the? I tell you, every time I come on here, I learn something new. A realistic silicone sex doll. Love dolls for men and lesbians. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Let me. Oh my God. Oh my God. They look real. You even have a man with an erect penis. What the? Okay. Wow. This one is, wow. They look real though. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. What even got a black girl? Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. It is what it is. I ain't knocking it. If you like it, I love it. You might must. Wow. Didn't expect that. And that was interesting. But you know what? If you like it, I love it. I could care less. I'm just a little shocked. They look really real though. Especially when I got in the bed. So let me ask you this. Do the vagina work? Do the vaginas work in these things? In other words, when you stick it in, do it feel like a vagina? Or do it feel like you sticking inside of two rubber bags? 2 plastic bags. I'm just shocked. Like this one got a vagina. I don't know if it's the hole open or is it. I like this wig she got on. Wow. Yes, it feels real. Wow, David, you got a blow up doll? Or are they called blow up dolls? To me, it feels better than human. Wow, you're gonna have to go to therapy, Davis, because you're gonna be addicted to rubber. Wow, wow. How much something like that cost? How much something like that cost? No, I have a rubber one. But how much does something like that cost? I mean, because you can get addicted at, I mean, having sex with a rubber doll, that may be addictive after a while because, you know, that's amazing. I just call a man over, come on top and get on child, get out. But at least you don't have to worry about being murdered. That's for damn sure. Child, it is what it is. I am not mad at you. If you like it, I love it. Because one thing about this world, you have to be happy. And if having sex with rubber dolls is your thing, get a hump for me. I am not knocking it. Oh, no, I have a rubber one. It costs 50 to 100 for a nice one. I am not addiction. Yeah, but you could be addicted if you always getting it. Wow, rubber dolls. I ain't mad at you. Mm-mm. At least you won't catch no disease, that's for sure. You don't have to worry about them cheat. You don't have to worry about them cheating on you, hurting your feelings. Child, I get it though. I get it. I ain't even mad at you. I made me some chicken, some Russian dressing. Anyway, thank you all for coming to live. This wine is kicking in, which means I'm about to fall asleep as usual. Thank you for coming and talking to me, y'all. I appreciate it. Love you. And excuse me, I'm tired. This wine is making me fall asleep. Oh, I wish a man would take me out to dinner. Good night, XB. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I am so tired. You know what I want, XB? Some Chinese food with some shrimps. Shrimp fried rice. I want some shrimp fried rice with that black stuff. What is it called? Soy sauce. And an egg roll. I want some shrimp fried rice with 2 egg rolls and some fried string beans. I'm greedy. No, not no soup. I want some shrimp fried rice. You know I'm greedy. I'm hungry. I'm supposed to be falling asleep, child. I am hungry. I made some rice and oh, it came out good. But I put some pork stuff in it and it took my pressure to double to what was it say? Flavor. Flavor. Crab soup. I never had crab soup before. I don't know what it tastes like. It probably tastes good. Who knows? Anyway, love you. I'll talk to y'all later because I'm about to pass out. Thank you for coming along with me to talk to me. Appreciate it. We'll get deep another day. It's got a flavor on it. Okay. Oh, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Good night. Good morning.